What is going on, everyone? Badger here. Sure, like and sub, and let's get into this. Ubisoft is in real trouble. All of their franchises have stagnated to the point of disinterest and or outright anger. Star Wars Outlaws is a huge fail with multiple levels of just bugs on every level, and just unplayable depending on who you ask. I don't know if you, I guess you can finish it now if you download that patch and replay everything. And then, of course, Assassin's Creed Shadows coming out. Yasuke. Oh, yeah. On top of all of that and the horribly dropping stock prices, which is just year after year going down and down and down and down, we have all of their behind the scenes shenanigans that they're doing with DEI and inclusion and all the fun things that they do. And that includes their Ubisoft Mentorship program, which you go, hey, that's great. Mentorship program. Except when you find out who it's available and who it's not available to. And so you can thank you right here on the official Ubisoft website. It says, at Ubisoft, we want to build the most creative, diverse, and inclusive teams. And that's what Develop at Ubisoft is all about. Empowering and supporting underrepresented genders. Well, there's only two, so if... Anyway, then it clearly states the program provides mentorship opportunities for women in non-binary individuals, which is either a man or a woman who doesn't want to pick a side, interested in video games to develop their skill set in game designing program. We saw something very similar from Black Girl Gamers and Sweet Baby Inc., where they said it was actually easier, more productive for them than to get young Black men and women who know nothing about video game and teach them, rather than give it to anyone else currently working that doesn't meet their skin color requirements. Program is open to all candidates from the United States, which would assume it has to follow U.S. law, which prohibits discrimination based on sex. But that's exactly what they're doing, unfortunately. So, to be eligible, you have to identify as a woman or a non-binary individual, be 18 years or older. So if you're a man, you're fucked. Sorry, or you have to compromise yourself and say you're non-binary. Be legally entitled to work in the country where you are applying. Apply to only one location. Yeah, if this is in LA, in America, this would be illegal. You cannot offer it to just one of the sexes. And then, the whole non-binary thing, that doesn't count. That's not real. As noted by YouTuber Dread Robert, shout out to him, just had a kid, great YouTuber. This program is not new, been around for at least 4 years. It's just getting more every time they do, because I feel like I've done a story on this before. Every time they do a press release, it brings it back up into the zeitgeist, and people are like, how are they getting away with discriminating? For the fourth year in a row, the Develop at Ubisoft Mentorship program has ignored men. Yeah. Ironically, Ubisoft Senior Vice President of Production Technology, who sponsors the program, talked about its importance by citing her own history of male and female mentors. I've had great mentors over the years, men and women. Well, those men wouldn't be allowed to. Only women can help you now. This just on top of, and you can see that he also found that it's part of something called Project Rise at Ubisoft. Ubisoft's then vice president of global diversity, inclusion, and accessibility. These are all grift positions, by the way, that they do not need to exist. If you're wondering why video games are so expensive, of the many different reasons, these salaries of these higher execs who do nothing to the actual quality of the game. All they do is contribute to the horrible work culture that they have over there. Again, more coping on that what they're doing isn't illegal. We know that different people experience life in the workplace differently. There are different opportunities and barriers that we all face. In the workplace, addressing barriers requires us to be specific, targeted, and focused in our actions. At Ubisoft, we will be focusing on our 4 key dimensions: gender equality, race and ethnicity, LGBTQIA plus inclusion, and disability inclusion. Yeah, I can't do that. There we go. I'm doing that one. Holy hell. So that's what they're focused on, over making good quality games with excellent story and characters, a solid gameplay loop, and a vision of the future for reliable content crafted DLC. That just doesn't exist anymore. Too busy thinking about what your pee-pee and poo-poo are doing and then where you're putting your special parts, if you even have them. That's what they're obsessed with. Jesus, like Drinker's tweet to Rings of Power. What are you, 12? This is what you guys are concentrating on? How about you just make a game that actually plays on launch? Anyway, let me know what you think about all this. Sure, like, share, and sub. If you have done that, thank you. If you're going to do that, thank you.
Well, bye.